Hello, I'm Dr. Carroll and this is Dr. Meg. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We have some great information for you today. We are from the Chiropractic Family Wellness Center, as you know, housed in Oasis Wellness Partners in Scarborough. And today we want to talk to you about a changing season idea.
It's fall, here in Maine anyway, and what happens in fall is that there's a change of season, obviously. The trees are preparing for winter. The leaves get shed and the tree is preparing to go into a dormant type of season, which is really what winter is for a lot of us, as our systems slow down, just like the seasons. Our bodies mimic nature. We're part of nature, and so we reflect the changes that are happening around us. So our bodies are doing the same thing as we prepare for winter, and we can participate in that process. And one of the most effective things you can do, it can happen in the spring, but definitely in the fall as well, is do a cleanse to prepare your body for shifting into a more dormant period and to a more sedentary period. There's lots of different ideas about what a cleanse is, and it can be a very individual experience. We have practitioners here at Oasis that can guide you through a very specific cleanse that's individualized for you. But you can also do a very general cleanse. You can start with, I'm just going to eliminate caffeine. You could do that for 3 weeks. You can start with a little, if you want to go a little further with that, you can eliminate sugar and caffeine and even maybe dairy and wheat. That's a bigger cleanse, that's a bigger step, but the more change you make in the cleanse and the more things you eliminate that are potential toxins or potential triggers for inflammation, the more you will reap the benefit of that. It's up to you. You can take a small step, a medium step, or a big step. We really recommend that you take a period of time. Usually 3 weeks is 21 days is a really great period of time. You can do it for a month, but 21 days we find is an appropriate amount of time. And during that time period, if you pick some things to eliminate that are toxins that can and do produce inflammation in the body, you will be preparing your body to move into the new season really, really well. Energized, you will feel more, you'll have more sleep, you'll have more energy. It'll really help your body prep for that next change that's coming.
One of the important things about doing that type of a cleanse is to recognize where you were or where you are. So you're the only one that can know this, and you may be way off your life journey of goals. So if you've been doing, during this time of your life, you've been doing a lot of sugar, or if you've been doing extra caffeine, not drinking enough water, all those kind of things, this cleanse could be big for you. So if it is going to be big, which you only can know, and what I mean by that is if you're making some drastic shifts because you've gone off board quite a bit, you're not doing just a little sugar, you've done a lot of sugar, or you've done a huge amount of caffeine, which is not great. So if that's the case, when you do this, be ready for some cleansing experiences. So things like having extra mucus. Mucus is a collector in the body, an inflammatory collection of toxins. So you might get a little mucusy, and you might get a little stuffy headed. You might experience some headachy feeling as your caffeine leaves the body, which takes some time. And as it leaves the body, you begin to feel the contraction of those tissues that have been unnaturally exposed to more flush and blood. So important to recognize that symptoms may come. They're going to come in the very beginning as you transition off. As Dr. Meg said, possibly, you're going to do a few things, a few cleansing pieces. And if you do that, sometimes it's helpful to start with one of them and then add in the next one and then add in the next one. Some people don't like to do that. They want to just jump in the pool and do it all. Well, you will experience a big splash is what I want to say to that. And that's okay if you're ready. But be ready to know that this may happen. Some symptoms of cleanse may happen. And it's important that take place. And during those times when that's happening, make sure you move. So flush your lymph, which is the cleanser of those toxins. And so move with yoga, move with exercise. Make sure you get your rest. It's really important. You will be a little fatigued possibly if you have done a lot of caffeine because it's fake adrenaline. So when that's away, you're going to notice your real adrenaline, which needs to come back up again. So more rest. And I'd say the final thing that really hits home for me is be careful who you tell you're doing this with. So there may be some people that you'll say, well, I'm going to do a cleanse. And they may not be most supportive as they could be for various reasons. One, they can't have never done it themselves. For two, they don't understand it. For three, they just have different goals in their mind. So just be accountable to those who really understand and care for you and really love you, your partner, whoever, and help them share the journey with you. But also if you just want to keep this as a ritual for yourself, that's fine too. But it's really powerful, and I have to tell you that at the end of the 21 days, you will be a new person ready for the new season.